Hey everybody, welcome to this episode of the Disc Golf Answer Man. I have a question about getting a good headwind driver that I absolutely cannot turn over. I'm 14 and can throw 450 feet consistently, 500 on a good throw.
Same.
Sheesh. I live in West Texas, so there are some days that I play that are very windy, up to 30 miles an hour. I need a disc I can crank on and trust it won't turn over. Or trust it to turn over.
I think he was trying to say trust it not to turn over, though. I think he
that's what I
mistyped.
Yeah. I got a criminal recently, too flippy.
Yeah, sounds right.
It just turns over in the head in the wind. Any ideas?
Keep it real, he says. All right, Jeremy.
We about to.
Thank you for submitting your question. I can tell you about the most overstable discs that we have, but I think that's probably not going to solve your problem. What your problem is you are expecting to be able to throw 450 or 500 feet into a 30-mile-an-hour headwind, and that your disc will be able to handle that. That's not how it works. If you're throwing into a headwind, you need a disc up, right? Take more overstable discs, and either not throw it quite as hard so that you can ensure that you have kind of that clean release without wobble, and you need to start it on hyzer. In a 30-mile-an-hour headwind, there's only a few discs on Earth that you can absolutely rip that won't turn over. The two of those would be the Lucid X Enforcer and the Opto or Opto X Stiletto. Very, very overstable discs, mostly just made for kind of utility, very super overstable shots. Okay. But if you're having trouble flipping everything over into a headwind, including a criminal, you're probably talking about a form issue more than a disc issue. The Lucid Criminal is pretty darn overstable. It's not quite a Lucid X Enforcer, but it's pretty stable. And there's a good chance that you are having some off-axis torque when you throw. Off-axis torque is, that wobble that you see at the beginning of a throw. And into a headwind, it's even worse because once it's off-axis, it's like, bye. Everything acts more understable in the wind. And if you have some wobble on it, it's going to make it act even more understable. So you can pick up those very overstable discs, and they're probably going to be beneficial to you at some point. But don't throw them into a headwind expecting to get 500 feet, especially if you wobble them over, because that's just not how it works.